hate that intro music now. I can't even listen.
All right. What's going on? Well, it's the Lunchtime Podcast.
The Lunchtime Special.
We're at starts with a T, ends in Erdl Jacks, and we're having the...
And the ladies are looking smoking
That's right.
hot.
We got
Jesus
to...
Christ.
Got to start coming here more often, Nelson.
I know.
I was going to say, we're two podcasters in restaurants having lunch. There you go, Seinfeld.
Driving regular cars.
Yeah, we're giving you a run for your money. So, Crackle, Jerry, we're coming for you.
They are advertising at Super Bowl, eh? Well, the Canadian version of the Super Bowl.
Did you see him and Costanza do that? Costanza was really angry, eh?
It looked...
What was he talking? What were they talking about?
They were pretending because he wasn't invited to a Super Bowl party or something.
Oh, that's right. I couldn't get over the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's right
here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, the kahuna?
Yep.
All right, right on. Thank you.
The big kahuna.
Nelson's got a, what's that?
Chicken tacos.
Chicken tacos.
Avocado chicken tacos.
And I've got the kahuna burger from, what's that Tarantino movie? Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah? There's a kahuna
Before
burger in
Samuel L. Jackson blows those guys away, the one guy's having the kahuna burger.
there? And hear us chewing while we're talking.
Right. So what were they talking about? He was pissed that he didn't get invited to the...
Super Bowl party.
He seemed angry the whole time. I forgot already because I was just in awe that they were doing another commercial. Yeah.
Well, you could tell it was like the acting was off.
All right, guys?
Yeah, great. Yeah, thank you.
The acting was weird.
Well, I don't know why he hasn't had him on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee yet.
He will. It was an advertisement for that,
You know who's on it?
so he'll be on it.
Howard Stern.
Really?
I can't wait for that one. Yeah.
That's weird.
They've been kind of hit and miss. I like them all. Don't get me wrong, but like
I got to see the Kramer one.
that's a good one.
Apparently, it's intense, eh?
At the end, he
Cries or some shit.
he has a heart-to-heart moment over,
God.
you know, when he blew up on those those hecklers, which is unfortunate.
There's a couple of things you can't say that'll just ruin your career.
Yeah. He explains why. I can't remember now. See, it was that insignificant. I can't remember.
He didn't even care.
Check your bank account. Yeah. Did there's one with Patton Oswalt. Do you know who he is?
No.
He's on King of Queens.
The father?
Nerdy, chubby guy. No, the friend.
Oh, yeah.
Spence.
I know him, yeah.
Yeah. The first acting gig he ever had was on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And I saw it the other day. It's hilarious. He's the video store rental guy. And George wants to watch Breakfast at Tiffany's, but it's rented out. So he's like, can you call the guy? Right? He's like, I can't give you that information. And he goes and watches it with him at his house with his daughter.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
But he picks him up in a DeLorean.
A DeLorean? Really?
Yeah, like the Back to the Future car.
No shit.
Here's the funny thing. I think they stopped production because those cars are crap, right?
They did.
It blew up on them.
No way.
Yeah. So they had to go in like, what's that car service in California? You
Mako?
call them, what's that?
Mako?
No. You never heard of this? Just random people in their own personal vehicles come pick you up.
Really?
Yeah. Cheaper than a taxi.
That exists?
Conan O'Brien and
Is that safe? That sounds like the easiest way to
kill
kidnap somebody.
I don't know if it's happened yet, but
The second it does, that company will be in trouble.
Conan O'Brien, Kevin Hart, Ice-T were doing a plug for his movie Ride Along. They called the service and they had some random guy pick them up.
Really?
And he made them drive all across like the city. They went to a variety store. They were being idiots, right? They went to Wendy's.
I drop them off, kick them out of the car. Fuck you guys.
So when the car blew up, Seinfeld and Patton called, and this guy showed up with a Honda Accord. So it's funny because you know how he always does this is a 590 Carrera Porsche.
So did he do that with
Limited
the Honda Civic or Honda Accord?
This is a 2013 Honda Accord.
He did that?
Yeah.
Was the guy freaking out that he was picking up Seinfeld?
It's funny, these people, it seems scripted because they weren't.
Oh, really?
I know.
It probably was scripted.
So they went to this hipster coffee joint. And then,
With the guy?
yeah, that guy dropped them off. And
Oh, you should have let them sit in on the show.
on the show, I know.
Would have been awesome.
Seinfeld had a second DeLorean delivered.
Really?
Yeah.
But I got a top 10 list for you tomorrow. You're gonna unleash
one
it on the
set?
world. No, I'm not scared.
I want to talk about, did you see the latest Bieber tweet? You didn't hear about it?
No.
It's him and his buddy sucking on a stripper's tits. On one guy on each tit.
It's so stupid. Mm-hmm. Why would you do that?
I thought you would like that.
I'm not into gay threesomes.
He's out of control. He
He tweeted a picture of it? Mm-hmm. Is there a nipple in that picture?
It's censored.
Oh, so he had somebody edit it and then tweet it?
I don't know.
That's lame.
That's all they're showing.
Oh,
But it's him and his...
on Twitter though, they allow pornography on Twitter basically.
They do? Well, then pull up Bieber's Twitter. You'll see it. It's one guy latched onto each side.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. You know when he went to the Maple Leafs game? He beat up the limo driver because something about playing the music too loud. They got into a fight.
So a couple things there.
He has to go to court.
No limo driver would get beat up by Justin Bieber. But if I was a limo driver, I'd let it happen because then I'd have a nice case.
Then there you go.
$4 million settlement or whatever.
There you go.
But if it was a limo driver who wasn't concerned about money, he would have tuned Justin Bieber.
So he's smarter than we all think.
Huh.
Well, he has to show up in court now.
Check his bank account now.
Yeah. He's got to split it with the limo driver. And then he went to the Super Bowl, which was fucking brutal. Not what we expected. Did you watch it?
So the whole thing.
You watched it all, eh? Where were you?
Friend's house.
Terrible. Probably the worst ratings ever.
Was it?
Everyone I talked to tuned out after the second half.
Really?
Bill Burr loved it. Did you hear?
No, I haven't heard of
Did you
it.
listen to MM yet?
No, not yet.
Funny. Because he wants to protect Brady's legacy, right? So he's like, another Manning win will raise that argument again. Anyways, Bieber went to Super Bowl, went to a party, and then like 4 o'clock in the morning they had him on a skateboard like outside of the stadium, like doing stunts and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, the highlight of that Super Bowl was Joe Namath. Frickin' fur coat.
Yeah, the PETA. They're pissed.
Obviously, that's the first thing I said. I said PETA is
I
going to
didn't
be
even
all
think of
over
that.
Twitter.
I was just like, what a stud.
That's the first thing I thought of. I said PETA is going to be all over the Twitter.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Of course not.
And the funny thing,
Who funds PETA? That's what I want to know.
there's a picture of him side by side with Macklemore, and Macklemore's wearing one because you know his thrift shop song.
It's the exact same jacket, isn't it?
Yeah. And did you see he flipped the coin early?
Yeah.
He's so drunk.
Oh yeah, you had to have been hammered. The ref gives him the coin and he just throws it in the
And
air.
good thing the ref caught it.
Imagine if he didn't catch it, eh? How would Vegas have treated that
Who do you
bet?
give it to? Yeah, exactly.
The first coin toss or the second coin toss?
How much do you think you would have made if you called safety as the
Oh
first
my
points in Vegas, right? That's huge. That's big bucks. That's such a low percentage, isn't
That's
it?
crazy, eh? I knew they lost the game the second that Hike went over his head. It set the tone for the rest of the game.
Well, Welker interviewed saying they didn't prepare for the noise.
What does that mean?
They didn't prepare for the noise, so it was obviously a factor.
Yeah, but both teams played under the same conditions. I love when people say that. Oh, the grass, it was the turf.
And
Why, the other football team didn't play on the same turf?
On a neutral field.
What are you talking about?
No, I know, but remember we talked about the 12th man people, the Seattle fans? They're like ridiculously loud.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
I guess they didn't expect that.
Right, they never played Seattle before in the season.
Preseason. No.
That's funny.
Yeah, they rarely meet before they even play in the Super Bowl. So it's like the first time they meet sometimes.
Shermanator got hurt.
Yeah, ankle.
Yeah.
You know what he said after too? He said the San Francisco game before was harder, and they're the real second place.
Nice. A lot of people said that actually, though. That was the Super Bowl.
We were saying sometimes the semi is better than the championship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. A lot of people are pissed. Now it's like retire Manning, retire, forget it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hey, got him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's farther than a lot of teams. I'm like, what do you talk about when a team gets so blown out though?
It was a good show on Seattle's part. Like, they just dominated every second of that game. Like,
They didn't do anything wrong.
it almost seemed like Denver did everything possibly they could have wrong.
Yeah.
Fumbles, interceptions, fucking safety. Like, what the hell?
Seattle scored on defense, offense, and special teams.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you win? So how'd you like basketball?
It was good. My ankles are feeling better now.
I was dying. My cardio's brutal.
It didn't take me 3 days to recover from my swollen ankles like a pregnant woman.
My cardio's fine for football, but for basketball, I was dying.
Isn't it the same though?
We don't stop. We don't stop in basketball, right? Football, we always
that's right.
get back, call play, get back, call. So that's why I'm used to the big spurts and then chill, right?
That's interesting.
But I got new shoes.
Did you?
My other ones were killing me. They were rubbing up against. I have an ankle on my scar on my ankle, so it was killing me.
I'm getting new shoes if we get the Veneto gym.
Why do you like Veneto gym? Is it newer?
No, it's new, but the Westdale is booked. Westdale was booked, so we have to go to a new gym.
Oh, this Saturday?
No, this Saturday is Westdale.
Yeah.
But then it's Family Day weekend, so nobody plays.
Okay.
And then Westdale is booked, so there's no availability.
Oh, I see.
So we have to go to a new gym, but they haven't gone back to Dave yet, so we don't even know.
Shoot.
That's why I was waiting before I buy new gear.
Here I am buying new gear, and we only have one left.
Do you want a little bit more iced tea?
One lunch that. Just a water, maybe.
Water?
Yeah.
How about a coffee or tea, guys?
I'll do a coffee. Do you have lots?
I don't. I just
Come
have
on.
one. I wish I would have one right now.
Just regular coffee?
Coffee, decaf, and tea.
I guess I'll do coffee.
Sure. Do you like milk cream or Bailey's?
Oh shit, Bailey's is an option.
Yeah.
Let's go Bailey's.
Sounds good.
You're not driving.
And you're just gonna have water? You having coffee?
I'm not working after this either.
Thank you. You're not working. Going back to work, but not working.
Working on my getting fired credits. So the guy I was just talking to said, he was like, "Oh, I keep in these meetings telling people like my errors and stuff." He's like, "That's because I want to be packaged off."
He wants to what?
He wants to be packaged off. He was joking. We were just talking about how people take shit personally.
About it.
How people take shit personally in meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm the first one to admit my faults and my errors. And he's like, that's I'm trying
The guy
to be
we
back.
were just talking about in the car. Is that the same guy
No.
that keeps pointing out all the errors of
No,
other people?
he doesn't work there.
That's another guy.
Fucking
Oh yeah,
jerk.
So there's people that give up their errors, and there's other people that call out your errors.
I know.
Which one are you, right?
Fuck.
Oh, that's funny. How long's he been there?
I saw that email just before you picked me up too.
Yeah. They try to get you.
I'm not even gonna
at the
reply to
right
it.
time,
I'm not even gonna respond to it.
Yeah.
You can suck it.
How often do you get emails like that before you leave?
All the time.
They know they want to catch you before you leave,
Yeah.
right?
I have one girl that emails me and says, "Are you still there by any chance?" And I always reply back, "No."
And what did she say?
And then she'll like LOL or smiley face, and then she'll be like, "I need a favor, blah blah blah."
Oh man.
She's nice. We get along.
Okay.
She hates her job, so that's why.
Okay, so when you were late, you hate your job, you do favors.
Oh yeah.
I know, you feel for each other, right?
She's miserable.
That's so funny. We used to do a little bit of that. We would be able to call people across the country
Yeah.
and do that. Like, but before I was like just inbound sales, like call
Yeah.
center, right? So you could never call out. It was always people calling you. So when it got time to me calling others, it was so weird. I didn't even know how to do it, right?
Who says hello first?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. How does this work? Yeah, and then they're like, yeah, go ahead, just call like, buddy from out west, and I called them, and I'm like, oh, you can, or I'm like thinking, we can do that here, like you can call. Sometimes you have to, right? It's the workload. It's just funny. You get so conditioned to just take
That
them.
outbound call works.
It's so weird. Everyone hates doing outbound calls, though.
That's funny. Well, if you're that kind of organization doing an outbound call, who the hell wants to accept that call?
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, why are you calling me?
No, but I mean amongst coworkers, right?
Oh,
Yeah. No, but there is that element too.
Yeah.
If you're doing like
what are you calling me for?
if you're in collections, they see a collection number, they're like, forget it, I'm not answering.
I got a collection letter once from that organization, and it was for a business that wasn't even active. It hadn't been for 4 years.
Yeah, that's
So I called the guy, and he actually
they do
said
the
it was
archiving.
a scare tactic.
yeah.
So they just picked a number out of thin air because that's the kind of number that will
Did
get
you close
attention.
the business though?
Yeah. So all I had to do was prove that the business was closed, and they were gonna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, that's the number you come up with?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it'll generate attention, and it's an estimate, so
Yeah.
that's why we do
That's
it.
exactly
I'm like,
what
oh
it is.
my god, that's hilarious.
It's based on like the year before. Like, remember your utility bill at the
Oh
office?
fuck.
It was based on what the other business.
That office had to have been a whorehouse before, because that utility bill was massive.
It was a grow up.
It was like $300
It was a casino.
for a month.
It was an illegal casino.
Actually, it was a rub and tug, which we didn't find out until we moved in, fuckers.
They don't have to disclose that, do they?
Oh,
Made it yummy for you.
Oh
Sorry.
wow! Look at that. Was that a
Bring you
dessert?
water as
I know. It
well.
looks
Oh yeah,
like
it's okay.
Not the whipped cream.
Wow, look at that. Is that chocolate or those straws?
It's Bailey's. No, these are straws.
Maybe she thought we were gonna share.
2 straws. I don't even like whipped cream. Fuck's sakes.
Wow.
I'm dunking it in there.
Oh
shit.
I think we were at Baskin Robbins.
I know.
I thought you ordered a coffee, not a sundae.
This coffee just cost me like $12. She's gonna give me another plate around. It's gonna spill over.
Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna have that. You're not gonna get to drink without the whipped cream.
Yeah, it's fine. Can you bring me a small plate so I can do some damage here?
It's gonna end up more on your shirt than in your mouth. It's already dripping on the side.
I know. Bollocks.
That's the kind of coffee that'll put you to sleep.
No, I'm done for the afternoon. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I figured out what kind of material my desk was made out of.
Okay.
Plastic.
You finally looked at it.
Yeah.
So in the low demographic.
I finally looked down in misery at it.
It wasn't even like sawdust. What?
No, it wasn't sawdust. It's plastic.
Oh man.
Fucking hard plastic, at least.
Can you at least use those buttons on the desk that move it up and down?
Depends on the desk.
Yeah, like well, at my old office they used that.
You have ergonomic desks?
Yeah. Go figure.
Fuck, look at you complaining about your first world problems.
First one problem, guy with the ergonomic desk. Remember I told you about that one guy who had the ergonomic keyboard? Like that guy ticked me off. The funny thing was,
because he's weird.
there were people with legitimate concerns that needed stuff like that.
And they didn't get it?
Wouldn't get it.
So how did he play the game?
Because he was in charge of the budget.
Oh, are you serious?
What an idiot.
So he wouldn't give it to other people?
I don't know if he was making the decisions,
Oh,
but,
that's bullshit.
you know, like,
So he ordered from Grain and Soy?
somehow his stuff came in first, and others were waiting for years.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
See, I think when you have a program like that, where they accommodate you,
Yeah.
if one person in the office looks at it, everybody wants it, right? You know, it's kind of like a flying advertisement for, you know, you can get this ergonomic chair, you can get these footrests. You know, they had those things for your feet with the rollers, so you can
rollers?
like they kind of like
Foot massage?
you know, like a toy truck. You know how the wheels are on rollers?
Yeah.
Like they'll have those almost like an abacus. You know those math things?
Really?
The old math doohickeys? So they'll have like a wood rod or metal rod, and then the balls wrapped around like a kid's toy. So you can rub your feet on it and massage it.
That's so stupid.
It's for circulation, buddy.
Is that what it is for? Oh my god.
If you can get your doctor to write it, you're getting it.
It's funny. I've never even seen those things before.
I've seen like chairs, keyboards, weird screens with magnifiers, like making the, like each letter was the size of the screen. Like how are you gonna read letter at a time?
You have to constantly scroll to the left and right.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot what the third letter was.
We have an issue with 2-hole punchers because they're expensive. Apparently, I don't know. There's like a shitload of them in the legal department, but none of them work.
With only do 2 holes.
Yeah, the 2-hole punch. So, girl tries every time she tries to order it, it gets declined. But none of them work in the office.
Right.
And the girl who's in charge of the budget's like, well, there's a ton in legal in the cabinets, but none of those work. So I'm like, so why don't we just throw those out so that there aren't any more in the legal department anymore?
You guys they can't say that you don't have them.
Yeah. There's like one working one in the entire floor.
Why would you only punch 2 holes? Sorry, I don't. What's the deal with 2 holes?
I know. It's so old school, eh? It's for files. File folders, and you punch the hole at the top.
Only 2?
You've never seen them before?
No.
Every job I've ever had
What
has.
do you mean at the top? At the top of the page or the side of in the margin or the top of the
Top
header?
of the page.
On the header.
So, the 8x11,
Yeah.
2 holes go at the top in the middle, and then with the wires, the file folders with the wires,
Hold it down.
and you put them in.
And then you flip it up, not sideways.
Correct.
Like a legal pad.
Yeah,
That's so much better.
but that's what we do.
Yeah, that makes sense. What color is the paper? Yellow?
Paper's
Is it
white.
legal paper?
No, paper's white.
Okay.
But I've used that in every job I've ever had.
Wow.
It's time to move on.
Does your office? Yeah. Go to a place that doesn't have it.
Yeah, that'll be my moving up in the world.
That'll be your character.
The podcast will never have a 2-hole punching pocket folder.
What about does your workplace recycle?
We have the shredder bin.
Okay.
Shred it, comes around and picks it up.
I've been in 2 organizations where one did and one didn't.
Really?
And it was night and day, man. Like one where we should have been throwing stuff out, like even confidentially. There was shit all over.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And the other one, it's like you couldn't have paper. They all had to be done. You try to print as few times as possible. Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. And then they had those shredded companies come in and they have the recycling boxes, but they're locked.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, these guys, they come in and do it. Yeah. I wonder if they look at that. I'm sure they do.
Oh, there's probably so much paper that they're like, whatever.
But yeah, what do you sift
But they have to be bondable and insured and all that crazy shit.
Right.
I did that with my old business. I ended up shredding everything.
Right.
It was like a freaking... The funny thing is, all I did was drop off the boxes and leave.
They did it for you?
Yeah. I paid $20 for 4 boxes or something to get rid of.
Oh, that's not bad.
But I don't know if they actually did it or not.
Yeah.
But getting into the building was a pain in the ass. It was all secured and crazy.
Oh, would you have
Passcode, freaking fence, everything.
Holy crap.
Hey, you couldn't just walk in.
Right.
It's weird.
I think the waste distribution, waste management. There's so much. It's gotta be so much money in that.
I know. 1-800-GOT-JUNK?
Yeah. They must love hoarders.
Oh, yeah. Especially with that freaking TV show that they have now. Hoarders and
Hoarders,
and then...
they're the only ones that use.
What's the other one? Buried?
Buried Alive? It's the same thing.
I know, but it's...
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah. One's A&E and one's TLC.
Oh, I didn't know that.
TLC rips off every, like, A&E show that there is. TLC has a version for it.
There has to be a competition.
But it used to be both educational channels. The Learning Channel and A&E was like documentaries and history.
I know.
Now they're all, it's like the worst TV.
A&E used to watch all the best biographies.
Yeah. Now it's the worst TV there
Now I
is.
think they're Honey Boo Boo, aren't they?
No, TLC's Honey Boo Boo.
What is A&E?
Oh my God. Claudia had it on the other day. Yesterday.
She watches it, eh?
No, she doesn't, but I was like losing my mind. So she was like keeping it on to see if I would like fucking have a heart attack.
You would lose it?
Oh my God.
Is it okay up here?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I heard that the Duck Dynasty guys went to the Playboy Mansion.
Probably.
Or no, if not Playboy, no, AVN Awards or something. They went to like an adult movie like
That's hilarious.
award show,
The AVN Awards, that's awesome.
which I could be wrong because
That's obviously a publicity stunt.
it was basically a porn convention or award show. They were there.
AVN.
Did they just have it in January?
I don't know.
February?
In Vegas?
It's in Vegas, I know that.
I think in February.
That's hilarious. So apparently
Well-
they were there.
Yeah. Some girl at Grey Cup party in Toronto was like talking about it. She goes every year
To what?
to the AVN Awards.
Oh,
She's like, you have to go Vegas, blah blah blah,
Right.
meet all the hot porn star chicks. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, she's a lesbian. She's talking about how awesome it is to kiss girls and stuff.
Would they let them kiss them? As girls.
No, but
obviously.
she like, oh, kissing girls is so awesome.
No, but probably the female actresses kiss their female fans.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's more.
It's a big mono fucking fest.
more ratings. Yeah, mono. Everyone's got herpes. You can't even go in.
Yeah, you have to have herpes to step in the door.
This is so funny. I was just looking at something from Vice this morning,
Oh yeah.
and this girl's 23rd birthday. Okay, she's a porn actress in Quebec, and for her birthday, she's doing a 23 guy gang.
Oh my God.
Well, no, it's not.
You know, there's a gangbang party
it's a
every
Christmas
week in
party.
Toronto.
What do you mean?
There's a gangbang party every week in Toronto,
At a
or
club?
once a month.
At a club?
Yeah,
You pay and you go?
yeah. It's $50 for guys, free for women.
Oh, obviously.
And the night is actually like every woman that's there is there for the gangbang.
Where? What is this about? Where is this coming
It's in I'll say the name. Fuck it. It's Oasis Aqua Lounge. It's called.
Okay.
It's a
Is that the one
bathhouse.
off of the
I don't know where it is.
Across from the exhibition place? Be a
No.
nightclub up there?
Yeah, no, not that place. It's on Queen or something.
Okay.
It's like a swingers bar with a indoor. It's an outdoor heated pool.
I think I've heard about this, yeah. A buddy of mine was dating a girl who took him there, not to that night, but
Oh really? Yeah, they have different nights.
okay.
So they'll have like nights where only couples can go, or they have nights where they let single guys in, and then they have like events like that.
$50.
So $50 to get you in the door if you're a guy.
Those lineups must be enormous.
Fuck. I wouldn't even want to go though. Like,
But like, yeah, think
can you imagine being in the gangbang line?
But like, think
Oh
who's
my
gonna
God!
show up?
I'm here for the gangbang.
What movie is that?
I don't know. But it's funny. We should do a show from there and interview everybody that's
Yeah,
there.
let's just interview people from the line.
Yeah, let's do it.
In the line.
We should. That'd be freaking awesome.
We're gonna see cowboys. And
I'll pay them $50 to fucking interview these fucking gangbangers.
I can't wait to see all the weirdos.
Yeah, man, that's a show right there.
But tell me, do you know about the demographic? Like, what kind of women show up to that?
No idea.
Seriously.
There's like a social media site that's like Facebook for like kinky people,
Right.
and it'll show you like who's going, or who's maybe going or whatever.
Maybe. Can't even say yes or no.
So you look at the pictures and you're like, oh my god, it's just fucking dirt. Or some are smoking
It's not
hot.
people you want to see there, right? Yeah.
So it's not the guys you want to go after. You want to be first.
That's usually what those things end up to be.
Oh my god.
So how did you hear about this?
It was through that website.
So it's like a Facebook or Twitter?
It's like a Facebook for porn. Not porn, but geeksters.
$50 for guys, 0 for girls. See, that's a bargain, isn't it?
Well, if women had to pay, they wouldn't even go.
Obviously, I would say for a guy to get an escort, it's going to be more than $50.
Yeah, but you don't usually share the escort right after. Or you don't see the guy you're sharing with, at least.
These guys that go to that don't care, obviously. $50 is a drop in the bucket.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So I want to know how popular it is.
I wonder what the protocol is.
I know. You can have people show up with AIDS.
Fuck.
can have
No,
all
I'm
kinds
sure
of
you have
diseases
to wear protection, I would imagine.
Still,
I wonder if she like picks.
I know.
Like the guys are lined up and the girl's like, okay, you, no. You. And then what? Everybody gets in order?
I know. It's just it's so fascinating.
Big spank bank? Yeah, that's
The funny thing is, it sounds really alluring for a guy, but I bet when he gets there, it's like such a job. Like it's so what a rigmarole, you know? Like,
well,
it's
just
not that
imagine
easy.
standing there with 50 other dudes, like nude,
Yeah.
their penis hanging out. That's so awkward.
And
I wouldn't want to do that.
like to be able to perform right on
Oh fuck.
in public, right? It's what they say about a lot of the
Yeah.
male actors. They can't get them. They
Yeah.
can't perform. They can't do the pop shot on time. They can't even get hard. Like, they show up and they think they're studs, and they're like, I think which is why they only have so few guys. I think acting.
Well, the one guy made a living because he could come on command. Mm-hmm. Like when the director was like, "Go," he was like, "Done." All right.
He was golden.
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine that skill.
What do the original actors say? They say back then they had nothing to get them going. Now guys use Viagra. They pump them so they needle their dicks.
Yeah, that's fucked. He ain't putting no needle on my dick. I don't care how much money I'm gonna make. Fuck that.
What if it made it twice the size?
Yeah.
And cement.
There would be side effects for sure. It would last for a week and then it would never work
Big
again.
deal, you lose your hair.
Yeah, hair's already gone, but it would never work again, for sure. A week of an endless hard on and then it's gone. Nah, no thanks.
But it'd be the week of your life. Sleep over at the Playboy Mansion.
I'd save that week for when I'm like 85.
I said a friend of mine was had the flu last week, and I had a truckload of cold effects.
Would you like another
Oh,
coffee?
okay.
So
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Can I get you guys anything else?
I think we're good.
Just the bill, please. Thank you.
So I bring him a truck. I had a gang of cold effects, so I brought him over there, right? And I told him, I go, man, look, this stuff works, but don't go crazy because your dick will stay limp, right? Like it's.
With the cold effects?
I was just joking, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
the whole-
Okay.
I think it was the Bill Burr joke when he first went to the Rogan Experience. He was talking about like, I love that stuff that rhymes with Rylenol PM. Right? You're like, I have a cold. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. You take stuff, you feel better, you think you're good.
Yeah.
But it's probably affecting you somewhere else. So we got on this whole rant of, your sinuses are good, but you're losing your hair. Your throat itch is gone, but your dick doesn't work. Like,
Fuck. It's a bad trade-off, man.
so
Because then you're worried it'll never work again.
yeah, exactly.
Will this ever recover?
There's like no point to taking over-the-counter medicine because you never know what's gonna happen. Another friend of mine was telling me about the On-It products,
Oh, yeah?
and he takes everything.
What?
Yeah, everything.
Supplements are the biggest, rip-off there is.
I
though.
am curious.
What do they do?
Well,
Is it just
they've got
protein and
he's
shit?
got a bunch of them. I mean, the Alpha Brain's the big one. New Mood's the other one, right?
But it's all protein and stuff, right? Isn't it? Supplements? A buddy of mine used to own a supplement store, and they had their own branded product. So all it was something that somebody else would make.
Whenever you guys are ready,
Thank you.
okay?
Thank
Cheers.
you.
With the
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. With the
Supplement store, eh?
yeah, so it was the same product with just their own label on it.
Right.
And he said that guys would come in and be like, "Oh, that stuff sucks. This stuff is better." It was the same product, just different label.
Yeah.
On it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's such a scam.
Yeah. What did it take for him to put that together?
Oh, you just contact the manufacturer of it and say you want a private label. They just change the label.
They even do the labeling?
Yeah. You can do that with anything. You can do private
Yeah.
label spatulas.
No, like the I know.
You can have
protein
Neo
powder.
spatulas.
No. Spatulas. I
Anything.
know it, so you said. No, a lot of guys do that with protein powders. So you see protein powders come out like
Yeah.
every couple months, and it's actually it's almost a dick measuring contest of who has the craziest wrapping of protein.
Well, it's all the same product,
Like the most
really.
attractive. Yeah.
Mattresses are like that too, right? Mattresses?
Oh, I'm sure.
They're manufactured in one spot, and they just put
then
different
they throw-
material
yeah.
and label on it.
Yeah.
And they just say you have to use this color or whatever.
No kidding.
And people are like, "Oh, how many fucking coils are in it?" The same as the other one.
yeah, that one has 600. That's got 4.
Yeah. Another,
Okay.
another guy was like, another guy I know has a furniture store, and he says 1,000. He's like, it won't matter what I tell you because you're not gonna rip it open to check.
Yeah.
They're lying. And the smaller the coil,
Well, they
the
won't
weaker
check,
the mattress
But
is.
they'll drop the bowling ball
Yeah.
beside the glass of wine.
Fucking bowling ball.
It's funny you bring that up because a friend of mine just showed me a site recently. It's like a Canadian retailer site. They had a convention here not long ago, a week
Oh,
or
yeah?
two ago, or it's coming up. And they must be Chinese or something. Like, they must just import all the products for super cheap.
Yeah.
And like, it's so hush-hush, like you can't even get into it unless you prove you're a retailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
It's probably all the
they like
all the ins and outs.
because you can see the markups.
Yeah.
You know what manufacturer retail suggests. You know MSR or what is it?
MSRP.
MSRP, and what? Oh man, and it had everything, like vases, glasses, plates, decorations,
Really?
tables, like what anything retail that you would see like at a
Yeah.
Target, Walmart,
Home Sense or
Sears,
something.
Yeah. So, for sure. And then actually, from that, I watched the YouTube video on basically the whole manufacturing in China,
Yeah.
how they're ripping things off. Like, so Toshiba will go with them, or like Samsung, and then they'll make like Samsung. The same thing, but just put their own, right? And
Same
now-
song.
And then
Can I just get $5 back?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
the clients are forced to their original clients of the real shit are forced to actually buy the fake stuff too.
Oh my god.
And to make it kind of like like a lesser brand or something. It was a cool
Well, I bet you like all that shit's
documentary.
made in the same factory.
Oh yeah. And this lady snuck in, I guess with her smartphone. She went into these malls. Have you ever been to Pacific Mall in?
No.
I used to go there for movies.
Should do a field trip there.
Yeah, that's another one. I used to go there for movies, and the Russell Peters joke,
Yeah.
knockoff bags.
Right.
Lose, like LV what?
Yeah.
So it's a mall like that, but like this is legit stuff. It might not have the labels, but it's the exact same material,
Yeah.
stitching,
Thanks,
Thank
guys,
you very much.
Enjoy your
Thank
day.
You too. It's
the stitching, the labeling, everything. And they wouldn't let her film, right? This one guy had a sneaker store. He pulled the guy in, and he had like binders of like LeBrons, Jordans, Kobe's, Derrick Rose shoes, like whatever, whoever you want. And he's like, well, how many do you want? And Buddy's like, well, one pair. He's like, no. Like, I can give you hundreds of pairs. Like, whatever you want.
they can start a wholesale business.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
was just insane.
This was at the Pacific Mall?
It was like a mall that looked like the Pacific
Oh, in
Mall.
the video, yeah. Okay.
In China. but the rip-off of stuff. And then
I wonder if that's why you see, like, not to sound racist, because that's exactly what it's going to sound like, but if you go to Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all that, it's always Asians shopping in there.
Yeah, they're the ones buying it.
Are they buying it to ship it back home to manufacture?
Like Russell Peterson, they're taking pictures and.
Is that what's going on?
Maybe they're verifying. Is this our shit? Is this our shit?
Oh my god! Because there's like so many, and no matter where you go, New York, everything, it's always the Asians, like bag loads of stuff.
Sure. It is what it is, right? But and then Shane Smith was talking about it on his last time with Rogan. He was there with Eddie Long, and
where do those guys get their research?
they just experience.
They're talking about crazy shit though. Like,
did you hear the stuff about the eggs?
No.
They're making like chemically fabricated eggs.
Oh my
in
god.
China now, because and the question's like, why would you do that? It's just cheaper than having and cleaner than mass producing with chickens, and it's faster too. Like I saw this guy.
How are you gonna make a fake egg though?
I don't know what he did. He had these pastes.
It can't taste like egg.
He put it into like some kind of concoction, mixed it up. It looked like this thing out of CSI, you know, with the steam coming out of it, and then you put it in there, and it
shoot out of
it
base.
vibrates it, like it circulates. He put it in there, and these tiny eggs came out, and I think they freeze them and they get bigger. It was just fucked up. But you're saying the chemical ingredients to it are like so damaging, obviously.
Yeah,
but they taste like eggs.
Oh my god.
But that's the level that they're at. They've got so many people to feed, and it makes no sense to do it the traditional ways.
So we're gonna kill everybody with food?
So they make all kinds of fake.
But you're just poisoning everybody.
It's all about remanufacturing fake shit.
Yeah, but that's not solving anything.
What do they care?
We're just gonna poison everybody.
Overpopulation.
What if they're sending that shit over here and we don't even know it? I'm gonna want to see the fucking egg come out of the chicken now.
About toothpaste coming from China being sold in dollar stores.
Oh, I heard
like
about that.
you know, metal content. I don't know if it's iron or.
Yeah. I'm gonna want to see the egg come right out of the fucking chicken's ass before I eat it now.
And I thought this was a new documentary, but I do think it was like in
1982.
07. Yeah, exactly. So, man, don't trust anything
their journalists or whatever their team is fucking, they're phenomenal, eh?
They're insane.
They dig into stuff that we have no idea.
Oh, like that actress in, that porn actress, like I said, her 23rd birthday.
Yeah.
She's gonna get banged by 23 guys. Here's the crazy part. The one thing I didn't say. In Quebec, they're not allowed to ask you for your medical files. So how do they test you, right? Because in the U.S. they test for AIDS regularly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something that they do, and they have to wear protection. But still, like, there's no regulation in that industry because of the, Privacy Act or whatever. So you can't ask a guy.
Personal and confidential.
In certain jobs, I would think that you kind of need to.
Exactly.
I get it if it's an office job. Who cares?
You're not allowed to ask for someone's social insurance number, but my employer does.
Well,
and I need it to get paid, so obviously.
There you go. But hey, if someone knows your your car license and your birthday, that's damaging, right?
The second they get your date of birth. What? I think I need a lot more details than that, buddy. You weren't the only one born on that day.
Did you? This guy, the guy who won the MVP, the Super Bowl, was up on the friggin' media tent, sitting down with a t-shirt over his jersey, answering questions, and this dude walks in on him, grabs the mic, and he's like, investigate the 9/11 bombings. It was a conspiracy. Your government's in on it. And then the security took him away.
Yeah, and now he's arrested.
Well, he explained how he got in there. He went to some media event before. He wore the same pass, and he pretended to be an employee. And every time he went through a checkpoint, he's like, I'm late for work. And he ended up all the way to the inside the Super Bowl.
We should just do shit like that. Yeah. See how far we get with stuff.
But someone did that last year at the Super Bowl too. They like basically smuggled themselves into.
Well, like that kid that had the pipe bomb, and they let him on the plane. Hey, we're
After
gonna
they
take
took it away.
we're gonna take this from you.
You can
But
go where you're going.
You can go and make another one when you land.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Right on.
No rest for you either.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, cool. Let's wrap this up. I think this lunch hour is good.
The lunch special.
Yeah, the lunch special of the Nobodies. So this is podcasters and restaurants having lunch. Look out, Jerry. Look out, Jerry. Look out, Crackle.
We're coming for you.
We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to have another regular
Yeah.
podcast tomorrow. So this will be up soon. Okay. Big,
Ciao.
big kiss. Little hug.
Little keys. Good one.